Hello everyone, welcome back to Left Hand Crochet by Be-Stitcht Yarn Creations. We are coming in today with a ZigZag Granny crochet pattern, so I really hope you guys enjoy. We just have our big twist here in the color Sky Blue. This does recommend using an H hook, so I have that right here. And for this pattern, you are going to have to do counting in the sense of your starting chain. So for the for the ZigZag Granny, you're going to be working in multiples of 5 plus 1 of whatever your 5 is at the end, and then we're going to be doing a chain 3 to start. So we'll go ahead and start here with our slip knot. And just to show you guys the pattern, I'm going to be doing a swatch. I'm going to do a chain of 20, which is a multiple of 5. All right, so I've got my starter here for my swatch. This is 20, and then you do your plus 1, and this is where we'll start. So once you have your chain ready, multiple of 5 plus 1, you're going to chain 3 for your starter, and what we're going to do is work in the 5th chain from the hook. So 1 2 3 4 5, and we're going to do a double crochet, and then you're going to chain 2, and now into this same stitch where we just did that double crochet, you're going to come in and do 3 more double crochet. So that's 1 2 and 3. So in your first stitch here, you should have your double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then you're going to skip 4 chains, 1 2 3 4, and we're going to come in here to the 5th, and you're just going to do that same pattern. You'll do 1 double crochet, chain 2, and in that same stitch we'll do 3 more double crochet. So there's 1 2 3. And so however big your swatch is, just here at the starter you skip 4, 1 2 3 4, work into your 5th chain, and that's a double crochet, chain 2, and then 3 more double crochets. And once you start to work your way up, this is just the starter chain, it does get a lot easier, and I'll show you guys once we get to it. Sorry, my yarn is tangling up. Alright, so then skip 4, 1 2 3 4, come into this 5th chain, 1 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 more double crochet, and we got 2, so we'll do 1 more double crochet, And then you'll see here we've got 4 chains left plus our slip knot. So in the very last chain here, you're going to come in and just do 1 double crochet. And that is the end of our first row. And like I said, it gets easier once you start to move up. So we do 3 chains for turning, and you turn your work over. And as we move down, we're going to work this same pattern into our chain 2 space from the last row. So where your chain 2 is here, you've got your 3 double crochets, your chain 2, your 1 double crochet from the last row. You come into that space and do 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet all into this same chain 2 spot. And as you can see, it's starting to alternate. And you're not chaining in between your 3 double crochet and the start of your next one. So we just finished this double crochet, and we're going to go straight into our next chain 2 space with 1 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, then we jump to our next chain 2 spot with 1 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then we've got 1 more over here. So you'll come in and do 1 double crochet, chain 2, 3 more double crochet, and then when you get to the end, you'll see here this was our first double crochet from the last row. So we're going to work into the chain that's directly on the other side. So here is the top of that last double crochet, and we're going to be going in right here with 1 double crochet. And so there is our second row. And we'll go ahead and do another row. So we'll chain 3 for turning. Again, we're going into our chain 2 space. That's where we'll always work from the previous row, between our 3 double crochet and our 1 double crochet where we chain 2. And you'll come straight in with 1 double crochet, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet. And so when you do this as you're turning your work, you're still working the same pattern. Oh, sorry, we don't chain between. You're still working the same pattern, but where you're flipping it over back and forth, it starts to naturally alternate. I am actually currently working this piece for a cardigan, not with this yarn directly, but with this stitch, and it's coming out really nice. And then at the end of this row, I will just go ahead and show you how you can finish it off at the top to make it even if you're wanting to do a blanket, or if you're making clothing pieces. Whatever you're making, just how to do the top border on it. And this is our last one here for the row. And again, that's just 1 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and then when you end it, remember you're going to skip the top of this 1 double crochet from the last row, and you're going to go into the next one. So not right here, but over here. And then you'll end with 1 double crochet. And then when you do your border along the top as well, it'll pull this up just to make it a little bit more even. So once you've done as many rows of these as you want and you're at the top, you can see this juts up where we did that chain 2. I'm going to show you how to do the top border just so you can smooth it off. So you're going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to skip this first chain here, this bottom, and we're going to come in here, and essentially what we're going to do is 3 single crochet in these 3. You're only going to do 1 in the chain 2 spot, and then 1 single crochet in the top of this the singular double crochet we did, and that's going to total out to 5. So that's going to make the top be the same as the bottom. So we have our 1, and that was from our chain 1 that we did earlier, the additional one, and we're going to do 1 single crochet into the top of these 3 that we did from below. When you get to your chain 2 spot, you're only going to do 1 single crochet. Sorry, I'm moving my background. And then you're going to come in to the top of this 1 double crochet with 1 single. And then we're just going to go straight into the top of the next 3. We're doing single crochets. We're back to our chain 2 spot, so we're only going to do 1 single crochet and then do 1 single crochet into this single from below. And you'll do that all the way across. So when you start here, the top of this 3 double crochet, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, because we're only doing 1 in that chain 2 space, and then 5. So that helps our counts to equal up at the bottom. And you'll do that all the way along. We're in our chain 2, so remember we only do 1 single crochet there, 1 in the top of that singular one, and then in this next one where we were doing our turning chain, so you do 1 single crochet in the top of this double crochet here, and then you're going to come into that next chain and just do 1 single crochet. And then as you can see, that flattens the top, gives it a little bit of a better border, it straightens it out, and makes it look a lot cleaner. And so this was the ZigZag Granny crochet. You can make this as tall or as long as you want. Projects that would probably be good for this would maybe be a scarf, a blanket, especially a baby blanket. If you do wearables, this does make a nice breathable pattern you could use for a vest, a shirt, a cardigan, whatever you may like. So that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, thanks for tuning in.